morning. Good morning to everybody. How are you going? We'll wait and see if the connection works. I've got a bit of a new setup happening here. I'm just seeing if it's glitchy. Hang on a second. No, it doesn't seem to be. It's all good. So how's it going? Bob Wilson is in. Hey, Bob Wilson. I'm so glad you've got your internet back. I've got my coffee. What drinks have you guys all got for your time of your day? Today, I'm a bit puffed. I've been running around like a lunatic getting everything ready. But we've been having a heat wave, and it was like yesterday I was like, right, if it's over 30 degrees, I'm not going to be able to run this. But this morning's temperature dropped down to like 24 degrees, so we were meant to have this live stream. I've just realised one of the sneaky pics have been given away, so hang on 1 second while I just fix that and hide it. There we go. So yes, we'll be doing, Sal's photo is on the list today. There's a couple. I have some really pretty yarns stacked away here. I've got some of our Andromeda A-ply. I've also got some of our Milky Way pure silk and some Sieg 2 pure silk. The Milky Way silk is 500 yards per 100 grams, but the Sieg 2 silk is 3,000 yards per 100 grams. It is perfect for your super lace weight projects. If you're a spinner, it's great for plying with. It's also amazing if you want to start down a bobbin lace journey. So I've just realized, like, I'm thinking that's right, it's so small, but I've got my other screen here so I can see it. Dee says cold coffee Wednesday night here in North Carolina. Is it cold coffee intentionally, or is it cold coffee because you put it down and do something else? I'm not sure. Does that mean silk? Does that mean my tile pick from Kim? I have no idea what that means, Kim. What that means? No idea. Jackie says, I finally finished the hood and I'm onto the yoke of my sweater with the yarn Chantel dyed last time. That is so awesome. Jackie, I saw the photo of how that's coming up that you popped up on Instagram, and that's looking beautiful. So can you guys all hear me and see me? No problems. I can see that I'm not too glitchy today, which is nice. It's a little. I'm trying a different internet connection. What it is, it's the cable internet that I've actually got hardlined into the laptop, so I'm hoping it's okay. Because of how we have to set all this up, my microphone's not where it usually is. Oh, it's a cold coffee concoction. That's good. Oh, you actually put it in the freezer. That's good. That's good. Kim Nelson, welcome to the chat. Bobby's happy. Everyone's happy. Kim says the pic that I posted with the tiles. I remember. I don't know if that one made the list today, Kim. There were so many pictures to choose from. So many gorgeous pictures. Okay, I'm just going to put my coffee over here. I've got so many colours pre-mixed and ready to go for our fun today that there's no room on the table for my drinks, so they're over on a little table. So if I duck away, it's just because I needed a drink. Hey Chintamani, welcome to the chat. Hey Fairy, I'm so glad that you're all here. Oh yeah, I can't, so this little thing here, it's my camera for down over the top, and I've tried to get it out of the shot, but I can't. I hope it doesn't bug anyone too much, but it was just like, I got like, I'm pretty happy, like I can bring it across a little to bring it over so that it covers both a bit better. It's a lot easier maneuverability wise, but for this particular chat, it's just not quite long enough to get it out of the shot and then across and over. So I'm just playing with stuff. You guys know I change things up every single time. So yeah. Kim says, yeah, I posted 5. Oh, excuse me, I posted 5. I thought I'd give you lots to choose from. Oh, Kim, you made it so hard. I was trying to be like really good and not like be like, okay, I'll have 4 from Kim and 1 from someone else. I've tried to make sure that it's kind of like there's a few there. So I've got 3 set up ready to go, and I've got another 3 that if we've got time for, I can quickly adjust. I ran out of a bit of time this morning. Abby this morning did not want to go to school. She's been off school sick this week, and so there was like chaos and mayhem. I am currently the worst mother in the world, and I actually don't feel too bad about it. There's, you know, I'm not always proudest of my angry mum moments, But at the end of the day, when I dropped her off at school, we were talking and discussing about how we made each other feel during all of that. And it was just one of those sort of moments where you realize this isn't terrible. Like, what happened was terrible. There was a bit of screaming and yelling. I'm sure the neighbours heard it. But the outcome, I'm glad she's at school and she understands why I was doing what I was doing. So, yeah, I'm a little like... So she's telling me that she reckons she's going to ring me through the middle of the day because she's still sick and I'm a mean mum for sending her to school. So we'll see. We'll see. Ivy, Kim Nelson says the lighting looks great today. That's good, Kim. I did try really hard to lift the colour up on everything and try and boost it because last week's was pretty terrible. So I really wanted to try and make up for that. Rebecca Nelson says, don't mind me, I'm just eating candy, and I'm a bit jealous because it's a bit early in the morning for me to eat candy, but candy is good. Black Pearl Knits has made it. I'm still dying despite the gloomy weather. I'd actually rather die in like bucketing down rain than like sweltering heat, honestly. Yeah, so, you know, right. I'm just going to take a breath. I really am like a bit like hypertensed and puffy. Okay, so Darla is in the chat as well. Welcome to you all. There's heaps of you in here today. So make sure you chat amongst yourselves as well. If you haven't heard, there's a group on Facebook, the Fiberific Fun Zone, where a lot of you guys go after we finish this live chat where you can continue conversations and you can make friends that way. It's actually been a really fun group. It kind of started purely because I was feeling bad that the chat would end and then the conversations ended. And while I had like a Facebook page, it's not easy for other people to post on there and have a conversation and share their photos. So I decided to make the Fiberific Fun Zone so that we all had somewhere where we could go and do that. We also have the Fiberific Finish Along, which is over on another group, which you can ask to join as well. And it's to encourage us all to finish projects that we've got started, because I don't know about you guys, but I have like 11 billion projects that are some sort of point between started and not finished. So, and then I'm always starting new things. I'm like, ooh, that's cute, start that. So I needed some sort of, what's the word? There's a word for it. Accountability. I needed accountability for myself. And so the funny thing about that is I still haven't posted any projects in there yet, but I've been watching some amazing things come through. And the hilarious thing about that is when someone finishes something, someone else is like, oh my God, I need that pattern. Where is that pattern from? And so it's starting more projects. So it's hilarious. So yeah, I've got to get some Zen happens first. I do got to get a bit of Zen going. Whoo, whoo, bit running around. I might have a sip of water actually, guys. You know, the coffee keeps your heart rate up, but the water, you know, keeps the body going. Okay, now the other thing I might need to do is just duck inside. There are some serious mosquitoes hanging out in my patio, so I've got a mozzie burner under my feet here, but it seems to have gone out, so I need to just pop out and grab the lighter so that I don't get bitten by mozzies. Jackie Doyle says, and encouragement, and there are some great prizes on offer. There are some fantastic prizes on offer at the moment over there, and if you're someone who could offer to donate a prize or two as well to increase the prize pools, there's two separate prize pools over in the Fiberific Fun Zone, in the Fiberific Finish Along. One is for items that you've had languishing for ages, and you've got till the 31st of December to finish it off, but they've been things that you've had sitting around since well before September, because the start date was September. So I've got things that I've had sitting around for 3 years that I just have not finished, and like I don't want to rip them out because I'm like, I like this plan, but I just haven't done it. And so there's a prize pool for unfinished objects, but then there's also a prize pool for new objects. So if you've got a plan for some Christmas craft that you want to get done, and it's not just knitting and crochet. If you are not a knitting and crochet kind of person, if you've got a spinning project or a tatting project, whatever it is that your craft is, show us the photos of where you're at now. Tell us the story. Tell us about how long it's been sitting there, what's put you off, and get some encouragement to get it finished and get it all done. We've got time to get things finished before Christmas and also just a smidge after Christmas, because there's always those people you don't see till January, so you wait until after everyone else's stuff is done. So yeah, Kim wants to know, what is the MLC? Oh, Kim, so many things. The MLC is our Mystery Lace Club. I will pop this here. Oh, look at that, changing the ticker. The Mystery Lace Club is a monthly yarn club that I ship out every month. It includes a pattern of something that is lacy. So the yarn required that will be in the kit may not always be lace weight yarn, but it'll always be to make a lace pattern. So in the past we've had lots of shawls of different weights, up to about 4-ply I think we've done so far, so lace weight to 4-plies. Or what is that? That's a, what's that in the US, guys? I don't know what a 4-ply is in the US, my brain just went. So then we've got, we've done like a cowl and a beanie set. Things with beads, things without beads, things with different techniques of doing lace, different ways to cast on. I try to keep the patterns interesting so that you don't feel like you're getting the same thing every month. But every month in your in your box, which I happen to have one here, but if I grab it, I'll be touching the microphone. I don't want to do that. In the box each month that you get, you will have your pattern, enough yarn to complete your pattern. You'll also have any beads if it requires beads, and there's always like little extra goodies like either chocolates or lollies or something else. Sometimes there's a bit of extras, sometimes there's some stitch markers and things like that. It depends on what we require for our project. So I always make sure you've got enough that you've got what you need to make the pattern. If it's a pattern that's got a few options, I'll specify which option I've included enough yarn for, or I'll be like, look, I put in enough yarn for your choice of options. So yeah, there's all sorts of things. So D Thompson's just said she's requested to join the finish along. That's awesome, D. I'll jump in and check all that after the live stream's over. Is it fingering or sport weight? I don't think it's super fine. I don't know. You guys know. Sock weight yarn, whatever sock weight yarn is. Hey Freaky, welcome to the chat. No darts tonight? Can't stay, but I figured I'd say, oh, you're off. Okay, no worries. Welcome everybody to the chat. Now I have to pop back to the other one because I don't even have the pictures on this one, because I've got to set up scenes and you've got to add everything into your scene. So you need your microphone and the picture of me and the picture of the pans. So I've only put the pictures in the picture of this one with the thumbs up. Some thumbs upping, you guys. What have we got? We've got 36 viewing at the moment. So I have no idea how many thumbs ups we've got, so I hope we've got around there somewhere, so that would be pretty cool. Okay, well, first picture today is going to be, hang on, got to click that button. This is Billy. Billy is the new kitten from Jamaki or Joss here in the chat, and I saw it and just went, oh my god, that is so beautiful. And so we're going to have some yarn called Billy floating around. Now, Billy I'm going to be doing in a lovely Andromeda 8-ply. And I've got some browns that I've made up and a bit of blue that I've made up. So we're going to make Billy all pretty. I'm off and have to... Oh, where is it? And I'm off. Have fun, folks. Bye, Freaky. Have a great time. I'm just checking the chat. So once I get started, it's hard to read the chat. Sorry, my stomach was so intent on food I forgot to thumbs up. That's totally fine, Fairy. It's totally fine. Okay, so Billy was a birthday present for Joss from her boys. So I'm going to grab a couple of skeins of yarn here. Alright, so in the pan already, it's heated to about 80 degrees. That one's 60. Let's bump that up a bit. They're heated to about 80 degrees. It's just water with some citric acid in there, so that there's already acid solution in the pan. The yarn has been soaking in a bucket for about, what time are we now? So for about an hour. And it is, hang on, I can only do one at a time. I can't lift my other arm up properly. So it is about about an hour it's been soaking for. I'm just seeing here that I might need a little more water in this pan, so I might have to add some more water and heat them up. Hang on a sec. Okay, we added some more water. Alright. Just hope nothing falls over. Okay, so we've got this here. We'll just squish some water. What I might do is not drain it out, like scrunch it out quite so much. Some of my hair, let's get rid of that. Alright, so there's a second one. Now, as we can see there, Billy has got a bit of a creamy coloured skin. Not skin. Billy's got creamy coloured fluff there. So there's sections we're going to purposefully leave undyed and leave it in this natural cream tone. I know he's a little slightly browner, but it would be very... Oh, hang on. It would be difficult for me to get that kind of colour tone without lots of planning, and I'm really not. I haven't planned that much, you guys. I'm sorry. What breed is he? He's a Seal Point Ragdoll. Yep, there it is, Seal Point Ragdoll. He's gorgeous. And Bob Wilson has got her internet's back. I'm so happy. Now, I think it's very important that we have our blue eye bits before we start popping in the brown. Now, I've made up some blue, but I've made it up quite strong and I want to tone it back a little, so I'm going to water it down. Or what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to tip a little from here into here, because what I've made there is very strong. So we just want some little bits. Now, I do plan on doing a bit more than just 2 dots of blue in each one, so we will see how it goes. We'll do a stripe here. What we'll do is we'll make sure we do them similarly on each one. So I'm going to do 4 skeins here. I'm going to drop this guy down to 60 because he's got a little bit less water than I'd like. And we'll do the same here. Alright, and now because it's his eyes, we will do some little splodges. Splodge, splodge. Little cat's eye splodges. Where are we? Splodge. Splodge. All these technical terms. What we're doing at the moment is direct pour dyeing. So if you're wondering. So I'm just going to pop this aside, because we'll keep it there just in case we need to brighten up some blue. So now we've got a brown that I've made up. It's also fairly strong, but he's got some dark points of brown. So what we might do is just do some little dark points and see how it comes out. No, that's definitely too dark. We're going to grab some more water. Let's see, we'll have to, they look like little poops, so he hasn't pooped there, so we will spread that out a bit. There we go. Little darker sections for his little brown bits. And then what I'll do is I'll water this dye down again, and I will make a nice brown section in a paler colour as it tones down from his face back to his body. How's this looking, you guys? Joss is happy to be in the live chat today. Joss sneaks in while she's at work and has a little sneaky listen. We've just got to grab another jug, you guys. And And so what we're doing again is we've got some plain water and we're just going to splosh a little bit of the dye in there. Man, I'm going to have to do something serious with brown today. I've got some major brownage bits left over. Brownage bits, that sounds good, doesn't it? Classy. Alright, now we've got this much weaker. We can tone it out. See how we can tone that out a bit and go around the blue? So we've got some darker, so we've got some brown around his eyes. And then we'll add in some more of this brown so that there's not quite so much cream. Because while I want some cream, we don't want it all cream. We can always add some more blue in. What do you think? Do you want some more blue? My chickens are running around like lunatics. Hey Kylie, welcome to the chat. She's dying while she's watching dying. That is so cool. Where are we? Watching Billy get dyed. Looked like a leopard print. Okay, so I'm just going to do a bit more of the brown across here. Because as I said, we don't want it all cream. Because the other side will be very pale, like it'll be mostly cream, because we're not going to flip it so that we can have lots of cream. So what we want to do is make sure that this side gets lots of colour. So if you think we should add, I think we should add a bit more blue. What do you guys think? A bit more blue? Oh my gosh, Claire, thank you so much for that amazing super chat. You are a legend. Wow. I've been having one of those weeks, right, where it's like, I'd like this week to end now, please. And that's just actually really lifted my spirits. Hey, can you guys see the pop-up of the super chat that came up on the screen? Because I've got a little widget thing that I've never been able to test if it works. Yes, more blue. Okay, I'll add some more blue in. I just wanted to get a bit more brown happening. That's such a pretty, excuse me, frog in my throat. Such a pretty little light blue, isn't it? Just make sure there's enough water there that that's not going too dry. My table is not even, you guys. I'm buffering. Is everyone buffering? I think it might be me. I'm sorry, guys. We do have weather issues even when we've got our cable running. So, I'm sorry. Alright, let's get some more of that beautiful blue. Can you explain what super chat is? So down the bottom of the chat box, you can see a little grey box that's got a $sign in it. And if you click that, you can make a donation to my channel or a super chat. And what happens is, depending on your value, you'll get a different colour box, and it'll stay up for a different amount of time. You can see that Bob Wilson 123's little thing is up at the top there, and it'll stay there until the timer runs out. And it just makes it really stand out, so I can't miss that comment. Like when the chat's moving fairly quickly, it's very easy to miss comments. Or if I forget and have top chat rather than live chat. So make sure you guys have all got top chat rather than live chat chosen at the top there. So everyone, are we still buffering, you guys? Hang on, I'll just get this blue in. Bit right back. Yes, buffering. Oh gosh. Hang on. I'll just get some more blue going over here. And I'll get some lids on and we'll have a look. Alright. Check your phone isn't on. It's not on the home Wi-Fi. It's not on the Wi-Fi at all. There's nothing on the home Wi-Fi. There's no one home using it. And this live chat isn't even on the home Wi-Fi. It's on the actual hard line. It's going in and out. Can you still hear? Let me have a look at my phone here. Hang on. I'm getting some errors. Let me have a look. I'm so sorry, guys. It's going to come back in, I'm sure. Hang on a second. Oh, for a second I thought the stream had ended. I don't know what's going on. I can't fix it. I can see that someone's joined up to the Mystery Lace Club. Oh, and now